What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to another Divinity's Rise video. Alright, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Divinity's Rise in general. A lot of you guys were asking me, should you actually play this game? And it's kind of funny because I made the other video with the best starting SRs and SSRs, but everyone in that video was like, but should we actually play the game though? Is the game worth playing? Is it going to survive? Is there a lot of people playing it? You know, is there content? So we're going to answer all those questions here today. And I'm going to show you guys some gameplay at the same time. So let's jump into some gameplay here. And as we're doing the gameplay, I'm going to talk about the game and the future of the game and just what I think of the game in general. But before we get into some live action here, I want to talk about the content. There is a ton of content in this game, just layers and layers of it. Every time I do something in this game or beat something, I unlock more content. I cannot keep up with the amount of content that's in this game. I'm being totally honest with you guys. Like, that is the best thing I can tell you, or one of the best things about this game I can tell you, is that the content just never ends and the game is really fun and engaging. So if you like these graphics and you can get behind them, I promise you, you are going to enjoy this game. It is a ton of fun and you will be so, overwhelmed with the amount of content that's here that you will be super busy grinding and playing the game, loving it and enjoying it because of the amount of content this game offers. Ton of events, just so much to do all the time, and it's like so refreshing because a lot of these new gachas, they just don't have the content and the game gets boring after like 2 or 3 weeks. I can promise you Divinity's Rise is not like that. As you play, you will see what I'm talking about. You'll just have so much content you won't even know what to do. You'll be like, wait, what's this and this? And it's just never ending. Like, they give you a ton of free energy. Now, one bad thing about this game, and one thing I noticed, now, I know I'm sitting on 900 energy, and that's just because I did an event, and I got a bunch of energy, and I just, like, stacked it up because I don't play that much. But if you're grinding this game, like, every single day, there is an energy wall here, and you will have to spend money if you want to grind, like, on a 15 to 20-hour basis. So there's no way you're going to have enough energy to be grinding this game 10 to 15 hours a day without spending some type of money or buying energy. So that is a con to this game. But I feel like that's in all gacha games. If you're grinding them heavily, you're going to have to get energy somewhere down the line to keep up with like the content and just grinding, that 24-hour basis or close to that 24-hour basis. There's no way to do it without spending money. But I do feel like once you get into Divinity's Rise and you're grinding a lot, the energy just doesn't exist unless you would like buy the VIP and all that stuff. But again, you have to spend money to get there. So let's go into some auto battles here. Another really good thing about this game I want to talk about is they give you a ton of free stuff. They give you a ton of free summons. As you beat these chapters, campaign stages, like you see here, clear chapter 14, we get 10 free summons. This game is very generous when it comes to free summons, free gems, free energy to an extent, but you see on the bottom we have like coin assault, XP assault. This is giving you all of these resources as well. So there is ways to farm these resources too, and again, that just goes back to the amount of content. I just do feel like when you're heavily grinding this game, and me talking to some of the top players, there is a shortage of energy like as you get through like the meaty parts of the content. But we're going to leave that like neither here nor there because most gacha games are like that. It's just something I wanted to point out to you guys. Now we have Spire. I haven't really got too much into this yet, but this is a lot of fun. Spire usually means like you go through stages. As you go through stages, you get stronger. You get rewards, all of that great stuff. So let's go into chapter 13. We need to be 26, so we actually have to repeat a chapter. Let's try to clear up some of these stars here because we are missing 9 stars. So let's try to 3-star the ones we don't have 3-starred. So let's go into a fight here. This is my current team. I want to change a few of these out, but for right now, this is what we have. So this is what we're using. Basically using all SSRs and 1 or 2 SRs. I'm looking to get Deo and I'm looking to get Cleopatra. Hopefully in the future I get them soon. So I'm waiting to get their banners, then I'm going to summon. And let's auto battle and let's just talk about Divinity's Rise. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, and it's probably a con, basically going over pros and cons here like we did with Code Seed. And what I want to talk about is the PR behind this game and the size of like the Discord and the game itself. Now, I feel like this game has been out for about 3 months. The Discord is very small. It's like 100 to 200 people. I really don't see a lot of ads. I see some small ads here and there, but I don't see like an actual ad campaign. What an ad campaign means is when a game posts ads all over the place. So I guess they pay like a bunch of people and their ad gets posted, on YouTube, in this place and that place, on BlueStacks, just a bunch of places. It's called an ad campaign and you'll see ads everywhere. I don't think this game is doing that. They have a few small ads here and there. Like I'll see a short one on BlueStacks or a short one somewhere else, but I don't actually see a ton of them, and the game has been out for 3 months. And with it being out for 3 months, having such a small Discord is kind of a red flag in my eyes. Now, I don't want to say that's a bad thing just because the Discord's small, but I just feel like devs being interactive with the community or even reaching out or even trying to grow the game at that matter. And the game inside itself doesn't look too big to me either. As far as like the chat goes, like the global chat, I don't see like millions of people talking. Well, I don't say millions, but I don't see like, hundreds of people talking. Like you'll look here, it's basically the same person, and this will sit here for hours, if not days, before you see other people talking. So to me, that's always a red flag in my eyes. It was the same thing with Heroes War. Towards the end, the chats got very dead. So usually when the chats are dead, that means the game doesn't have a lot of people playing it. Now, I'm not sure why, because this game is a lot of fun and it's really engaging. And again, that can go back to like the ad campaign and them not really having good PR behind the game, so they're not pushing the game. And with that being said, just be careful coming into Divinity's Rise. Like, watch what money you spend, see where the game goes first before you start like dropping hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to spend a little bit. We all spend a little bit here and there. It's entertainment at the end of the day, so there's nothing wrong with it. But I just want you guys to be careful before you like jump in head first and start spending a ton of money. So I think it's important that you guys know that the game really hasn't taken off yet. But we're going to leave that alone as far as that goes. I just wanted to definitely put that out there because that is definitely a con to this game. But now talking about the good stuff in this game, I love the graphics. Like this here reminds me of Dragon Ball Z. A lot of fun. I've always loved that game and those graphics. I love the way these battles are. All the battles are basically like this, where you run through, you have this little map up here and it's like a puzzle. You got to drop spikes. You get codes for chests. It's just really fun and engaging, and I really like the way they did this. This is one of a kind. I've never really seen this in any other gacha game. So this to me is a really fun aspect of the game. So sometimes I am a little shocked that the game isn't bigger than it is now, because the game is really fun, guys. It is a lot of fun. It has a lot of content. So it makes me think, like, why is the game not growing? So sometimes you have to ask yourself the question, is like the game just there as a cash grab? I don't think that's the case. I just don't think the devs are like fully pushing the game yet. Them kind of putting the game out there, seeing what happens, testing it, getting the game in a correct state, and then they're going to start pushing it after that. But again, like, I'm really not sure why the game hasn't like gotten bigger, because again, it is a lot of fun. The graphics are fun. You can see the way the battles are. It's your standard, line gacha. Speed goes first. Speed is king. Just like all your other gachas that you probably play. Each battle has stages. It's not just like one battle. So when you go into a battle, you usually have either 2 or 3 stages of that battle. So battle 1, 2, and 3. You'll have your first battle, your second battle, then your boss battle. Like you see here, we have battle 2 of 2. There's no boss battle here, but we have one battle and then the second battle. And I can honestly tell you guys, AoE counterattack in this game is super broken, just like Raid Shadow Legends. Basically, if you pull a martyr, you beat the game. That's how this game is. I forget his name, but I went over him in my Heroes video, which I'll post at the end. He has an AoE counterattack, and he is super broken. So if you pull him, he's basically going to carry you through this entire game. But moving on here again, the auto is a little slow. It's only ×2. It feels not fast at all. Like you can see here, the battles are really slow. I know it's due to my runes not being good and just us not having a lot of damage, but the overall speed of the game is not that fast, so it's kind of like each battle takes a long time. Now, a con for me here is that the heroes are capped at your level. So we're level 25, and the whole game is like this. It's capped to your level. So like even in campaign, you can't move up in campaign until you move up your level. It kind of forces you to do all the content, which is a good thing. So I guess this could be a pro or a con, depending on how you're looking at it. So everything goes based off your level. So you can't level up your heroes unless you're a certain level. You can't do a certain level of campaign, again, unless you're a certain level. So depending on how you look at it, it's going to be depending, if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Now, the quests in this game are great. They give fantastic rewards for just regular daily quests. So every day you're getting a summon. You're getting escort badges, which give you SR and SSR shards, which is really, really strong in this game because this is an SSR game. So we know that we need shards. And clicking the rest of these chests, you'll see you're just getting great rewards every single day. Then you have your weekly rewards, which are just as good. Again, we're getting 3 summons. We're getting a hero transfer ticket, which basically means you can transfer one hero into another. And that is a pro in this game as well, because you're able to, get the heroes you want. So just in case your RNG is really bad, you'll be able to, get that hero in the future. Summons in this game, I would say, are definitely a pro. The summons are good. They give you 10% off. Every time you do 10 or 20 summons, you get this Summoner's Fiesta pack, which gives you a ton of resources. Again, that's a pro in my book. There's usually a banner here. There's not one today. There's only a standard banner, but usually every week they give you a element banner every single day of the week, which is definitely a pro in my book. You get a free summon every single day. Definitely a pro. We have our daily check-in, ton of events. We have bonus, we have shop, we have perks here. You have a lifetime pass, which is 15 bucks. These are actually really good. So if you plan on grinding this game every single day, this would be the best purchase you can make in this game. For 15 bucks, you get this lifetime pass here. So this will benefit you for the rest of your time playing this game. And you get your VIP XP. Definitely the best purchase you can make if you're going to play Divinity's Rise. Again, if you don't want to spend money, you don't have to get it. But if you do plan on spending money, that is the way to go. Don't get sucked into like the $1, $5 packs. Just buy that $15 one. I promise you it's going to be better than buying those, cheaper packs. Again, we have another event here on the bottom. There's just so much content in this game. It's just so much to keep up with sometimes. I honestly don't even know what's going on. So here again, we have these scrolls and just gems and content. And this is not always here. So this is just like an event thing. So let's get into the heroes here. Now, again, a con to me is that as far as my heroes go, I can't train them up anymore. So like I can't add levels because I'm at level 25. So until I get to level 26, I can't bring my heroes up to level 26 or 27 and so forth and so forth. It is tied to my level. To me, that is a con. I don't like that. I don't like when gacha games do that because it kind of forces you to have to grind even more, because usually grinding your actual level is a lot harder than grinding up your heroes. So until you're playing the game for like 2 to 6 months, you're not going to be max level, so you're not going to be able to max your heroes. Again, depending on how or what kind of player you are, looking at this is going to be a pro or a con. Again, just remember, this is my opinion, guys. This is the way I feel. I know some of you guys are going to feel different. So another con to me is the star system. You need a ton of dupes to unlock these trees here. And even once you do the first level, it unlocks to another level, so you got to keep going. I'm not sure exactly how many dupes you need, but it seems at least 15 to 20. It might even be more. So you guys know that I'm not a big fan of these SSR shard games. I've been playing a lot of them, yes, because that's all that's been coming out. So we kind of just been playing them as they come out. But I'm not a big fan of them, and you guys know that because it tends to be pay to win 9 times out of 10. Now, as far as the skill up system goes, I absolutely love it. It's a big pro for me. So each one of these books represents a certain amount of XP. So it's not like one book equals one skill. I like the way the system works. I feel like it makes it a lot easier to skill up your heroes. And the thing is, like, you don't need specific books to level up specific heroes. So, like, a legendary hero doesn't need a legendary book, so forth and so forth. Any book can be used on any hero. So to me, that is a huge pro. But don't get me wrong, the game definitely requires a ton of grinding. Another con for me is the rune system. So let's say your green runes, your premium runes, or even your common runes, they can only go up to level 3. You can only get one substat on them. And then, like, if you have a purple rune, it goes up to level 9, I believe. And then the legendary rune goes up to level 12. I don't like that system. I don't like it in Cookie. I don't like it in this game. It basically stops you from, like, being able to rune your heroes early on. Because what happens is, like, you get a bunch of these green and common runes and you level them up. You waste your resources on doing it because they cost, shards or potions, whatever game you're playing. But in this game, it's potions. So, like, once I put a potion into this, I bring it to 3. I max it out of 3, but then I waste the potion. So then when I get my purple gear, like this gear here, this goes up to 9. I don't have the potions to level it up. So, like, early on, it makes it really hard because you're only going to have green and common gear. So you're going to have to level that gear up to get further in the game. And then it's just a really bad system, in my opinion. I do like some of the rune sets in this game. They have some really good ones. All team attack by certain percent. Let's see here. So we have a 2-piece set. Increases all heroes max HP by 6% at the start of the battle. So there's like a lot of weird sets in this game, and I really do like that. And most of them are 2-piece sets, so you don't have to worry about getting a 4-piece set. So I do like that aspect of it. I just don't like the upgrade aspect, because you find yourself really not having the quality runes you need to get through the content in the game. I really like the guild content in this game. Ton of guild stuff. For newer games, they usually don't have guild content, so I'm really happy to see a ton of guild content. We have donate, level up the guilds, tech, just so many levels of content here in the guild, so that's definitely a pro. And to kind of wrap this one up here, I'll give you guys my general thoughts on the game. I'm going to be making plenty more content on this game in the future. I'm doing my grinding, I'm doing my studying, so we can really get into some content here. Let's run a battle as we wrap this up. My final thoughts on Divinity's Rise, and should you play it or should you not play it? It's really up to you. It's a personal choice. I choose to play it. I just don't choose to put all my time and energy into it. I play it on the side. I play it for fun. I'm not sure where the game is going yet. Like, just looking at the game in general, I don't know if it's a cash grab. I don't know if it's going to be here in 3 months from now. I don't know what the devs' plans are because they don't really talk to the community that much, at least what I can see. So for me personally, I love the game. It's engaging. It's a lot of fun. Except for the fact that it's an SSR, I love really everything about it. Every gacha game is going to have their pros and their cons. Some things you're going to like, some things you aren't. But the game overall, to me, is fun. It's engaging. I enjoy it. I wish the community was bigger. I wish there was more going on in the chats and stuff like that. Even if you look at my guild now, there's like 40 people in it. We all started playing it like 2 weeks ago. Not one of those people are playing to date. So that kind of tells you something. Like, there's a reason why these people aren't playing it anymore, and it's probably because of the energy wall and just the fact that the game probably gets pay to win, and there's probably a lot of stuff locked behind a paywall, as in like the VIP and stuff like that. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's usually why people fall off, or they fall off just because the game doesn't have a big community around it, and there's not a lot of people talking and just hanging out in general. So people get turned off by that, and they just stop playing. And again, that's just my guild. I'm not saying that's everybody's guild, but just looking at all the guilds and the top guilds, I can see there's only like 2 or 3 of them right now, and the game has been out for 3 months. But in my opinion, I love the game. It's a lot of fun. I'm not sure where the game is going, so I'm not going to spend money on it or anything like that. I'm just going to play it and have fun while I play it. So basically, I'm going to play it on Twitch, have fun. So if you guys want to see some gameplay on Twitch, that link is down below. If you guys want to be a part of the sub celebration, that link is also below, along with my Twitch and my Discord. We do 2 monthly giveaways on Discord, random giveaways on Twitch. I truly do love each and every single one of you. I will see you in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.